Hi everyone, welcome to our July New Features webinar. My name is Hannah Fox. I'm a member of our Client Success team, and I'm super excited to share with you a few new features that have been released over the last couple weeks. Before I dive in, I'm going to cover our agenda here at the top. Today, I'll be discussing the new subtitle field in web forms, the ability to specify an option for each ticket purchased through a bundle, expanded campaign layout options, including sidebar display layout, drag and drop capabilities when accessing the admin view of a campaign page, custom button configurations, and sponsor display options. And last but not least, our new mobile bidder app, now available for any campaign with auction items. Getting started, I'm going to navigate to our Forms and Waivers tab and Web Forms subtab. When I click to add a web form, you'll notice that we now have a subtitle field. This is really useful if you're wanting to add additional information for your supporters or directions underneath the title. For example, say I'm collecting dinner options for my upcoming gala, I might include a subtitle like, "Please choose your preferred meal choice." When I click Create and preview my web form, you'll notice that that language is now customized underneath the title. Popping back into GiveEffect, I'm going to cover a few new features related to campaigns. In the Campaigns tab and within Campaign Settings, I'm in the Tickets subtab. Here, I'll demonstrate your ability to add options for each ticket purchased within a pack of tickets. When I click to add a ticket type, you'll notice that we have an options field. This can be used to specify selections for your supporters to choose at the time of purchase. For example, maybe you want to collect t-shirt sizes, dinner choices, drink packages, and so on. Previously, when you added these options for a pack of tickets, supporters were only able to choose one option that applied to all 5 tickets within that pack. Now, when you specify options for a pack of tickets, supporters will be able to choose different options for each of their tickets. For example, let's pretend I am collecting dinner entree options, meat and veggie, for my pack of 5 tickets here. When I click Create and preview the checkout flow, I'm going to add my pack of 5 tickets to the cart and scroll down to ticket holder information. Here, you'll notice that I have the option to specify meat or veggie for all 5 tickets within my pack. This allows supporters to select their preferences for each member of their party. In addition to expanded ticket options, you now have more control over the customization of your campaign page. In Campaign Settings, you can specify the orientation of your sidebar display. The sidebar display is referencing your progress bar, campaign buttons, ticket previews, location, any elements that you choose to include outside of the campaign page photo and about section. When I click the drop down next to sidebar display, the options are to orient the column on the right side, the left side, the bottom, or remove it altogether. For this example, I'm going to demonstrate what it looks like if I move it to the left side. When I scroll down to Update and refresh my campaign page here, you'll notice that the sidebar display is now oriented on the left side of the page. Not only do I have control of the layout from campaign settings, but I also can manage the layout from the admin view of the campaign page. When clicking on the green highlighted text of the campaign name from the Campaigns tab, I'm brought to an admin view of the white label page with this paintbrush icon. Really similar to background and colors, where you can make changes in the moment. You also can make changes to the page layout to see in the moment your ideal setup. Outside of just the page layout, now each campaign element has been modularized to where you can drag and drop and customize your campaign in any way that you see fit. On the same token of customization, I'm going to now demonstrate how you can add custom buttons to your campaign page. In campaign settings and in background and colors, you'll notice that we now have a custom buttons subtab. When I click to add a sidebar button, I have the option for a name and a URL. The name is the text that you'd like to be read on the button itself. For example, if I want to provide volunteer opportunities on this fundraising campaign, I'm going to name my button Volunteer. And I can select whether this is a main button, very similar to the Donate, where you'll notice that main buttons are going to be a different color than some of the additional buttons secondary here. Or of course I can toggle between the two and decide, for this example, I'm going to choose a secondary button. Now for my URL, I'm going to paste in our volunteer calendar here, but it does not have to be a give effect link. You can use any URL behind a custom button. You also have the choice that when supporters click this button, they're going to immediately be routed to that URL, or they're going to click the button and the URL will open in a new window in their browser. For this example, I'm going to select Open URL in New Window. You can choose to add as many additional custom buttons as you'd like. For this example, I'm just going to stick to my volunteer button here. When I click Update and navigate to my campaign page, I now have an additional secondary button titled Volunteer. When I click that, it's going to route me to our volunteer calendar in a new tab. Last but certainly not least, in terms of campaign layout new features, I'm going to cover our options for where you can display sponsors on your campaign page. I'm in Campaign Settings and in the Sponsors subtab. Under Settings, I now have a drop-down menu next to Sponsored Display. This allows you to choose where you'd like to display your sponsors on your campaign page. Previously, sponsors were always listed underneath the campaign photo and about section. As you scroll down, sponsors are listed here. As you continue to scroll, all of your tabs for additional campaign page elements are listed. You can keep them there by selecting Campaign Page, or you can push them to a dedicated tab. As I click Update and refresh my page, you'll notice that I now have a Sponsors tab. They're no longer listed underneath the campaign photo, but they live here in their own tab. You'll also notice that I can drag to reorder my sponsors here in the admin view of the page. Give Effect is going to default to listing sponsors in alphabetical order, but you can always reorder them if needed. Lastly, you can also choose to not list your sponsors at all if you'd like to remove them from the page altogether. Lastly, I'm so excited to demonstrate our new mobile bidder app. To access the mobile bidder app, we are in Campaigns tab, and I'm going to click the More drop-down next to my campaign. As I scroll down, you'll see the option for Mobile Bidder App. Please note that this option is only available to campaigns with auction items present. When I click my Mobile Bidder App, a QR code is going to be prompted on screen where you can download and share with supporters. To access the Mobile Bidder app, all supporters need to do is either navigate to this link or scan the QR code to bring them to that browser. There is no app download required. It is going to bring them to a mobile web portal where they're able to utilize the bidding application. After scanning the QR code, supporters will be prompted to log in with their bidder number and confirm their identity with their email or the last 4 digits of their ticket number. If supporters don't have a bidder number, they can of course click I need a bidder number to be brought to the bidder registration form and will be able to log in. Here, supporters will see the campaign page in a mobile version. Of course, all the colors and branding, everything matches the web desktop version of your campaign page. It's just tailored to be on a mobile device. Along the bottom, we have a navigation bar that brings you to each element within your campaign, such as auctions, supporters of the campaign, products, your activity wall, any element that you choose to include at the time of campaign creation. Not only can supporters navigate through the page along the bottom bar, but they also have access to a menu. In the upper left-hand corner, supporters can click to expand the sidebar menu. Here they have the same shortcuts to each of those campaign elements, such as auctions, supporters, products, activity wall, and so on. They also always have access back to the home page, as well as a donate. This is your checkout flow for the campaign, and a product cart. Not only do I have access to these 2 shortcuts in the sidebar main menu, but I also have them at all times in the upper right-hand corner of the campaign page. If I click the shopping bag with the heart on it, I'm brought to my donation checkout flow. And if I click the cart, I'll see all products that I've added to my shopping cart where I can easily click checkout. Since I've logged in using a bidder number and confirmed my identity using my email or last 4 digits of my ticket number, the mobile bidder app is going to recognize that I am the supporter who's logged in. So you'll see here it's saying, "Hi, Tim Thomas." Tim is also going to have access to his account where he can change first name, last name, email address, update opt-in preferences, his address, and some additional information. Tim can also take a look at his bidder registration, where he has quick access to his bidder number again, as well as the ability to register his phone number for text to bid if it's not already registered. He can view the pre-authorized card that he has on file and change it if needed, if he wants to update that payment method for the auction, and his billing address. I'm going to come back to the bids tab after I show you how to actually place a bid on an item using this mobile bidder app. So from either the main menu by clicking auctions, or from the bottom navigation bar, clicking auctions, I'm going to navigate to my auction specific tab. Here I'm able to view all auction items present. You still can search and sort by either lot number, name, price, etc. Or I can scroll through and click the item that I'd like to place a bid on. I'm going to scroll down to place bid. You'll notice that because I've logged in using my bidder number, I'm not prompted to enter my name, any additional information, payment, nothing like that. All I have to do is enter my bid amount and submit my bid. I can click to view additional auction items by scrolling through, or I can click back to auctions to see the list. As folks are placing bids on items, they can manage and keep track of their bids by navigating to the menu and clicking on the bids tab. Here it'll list out every bid that they've placed within the auction. They can also click on an item to be able to navigate and place another bid. All right, everyone, that is our new features webinar for July. Please, if you have any questions at all, do not hesitate to contact your account manager or reach out to our support team, support@giveeffect.com. Thanks so much.